Okay, hello and welcome to the Flipping and Wholesaling Houses in New York show. I am Michael Pinter, where I teach you how to start flipping or wholesaling houses, or if you're already doing it, how to grow your business. So I had a question, and it's a good question, which is how much does it cost to be a realtor? Now, just to reiterate, I recommend that everybody who is flipping or wholesaling houses, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this right, becomes a realtor, right? This may not be what other gurus have told you, right? Other gurus might have told you, don't be a realtor. That's crazy. Right. Now, there are states where the realty board frowns upon somebody who's a realtor buying a property at a discount. I think that is complete and absolute bullshit, and let me explain why. Their thinking is, hey, if you have a fiduciary responsibility to the seller, then you shouldn't be buying it at a discount and making money on it. And it's ridiculous, absurd, and beyond ludicrous to me. So let me explain. I've almost never seen a seller who was thinking, I want to make the most money out of this property. I don't have any real urgent, pressing reason to sell it to an investor, but I'm just going to take a huge haircut and sell it to an investor. It does not happen. What usually happens is most people, right, 9 out of 10, are not going to have a real pressing problem and are going to list the property with an agent. The other 10% are going to have some reason for not listing it with an agent. So that could be a condition issue, right? Property's in terrible condition, they're embarrassed by it, or they just don't want people to see how they've been living. They don't want to hear people say, how does anybody live like this? Two is a municipal issue. So maybe they have open permits, unpermitted addition, some kind of problem, open violations that they feel like they can't sell the property to an ordinary buyer who's going to come back at the last second and say, you got to clear these up, and they don't want to. Number three is sometimes tenant issues. So they have a non-paying tenant or a non-cooperative tenant or a cooperative tenant that they don't want to evict because it's their cousin or something, and they want somebody like me to buy it and then deal with it. Or four, what's the other one? Time issue, right? They need to do it really fast, or they need a contract now and with open end because they're waiting for a house to be built in another state, and regular buyers, they don't want to be on a buyer's timeline. Those are the four main issues I see. Now, if somebody doesn't have any of those issues, property's in decent condition, they don't have a time problem, they don't have a municipal problem, they don't have a tenant problem, they should list with an agent. The idea that somehow I'm going to swoop in as a predator and buy this property for 60 cents on the dollar when they can really get 100 cents on the dollar is nuts. It doesn't happen. So I recommend that everybody become a realtor, right? It's very easy to become a realtor. It's very cheap to become a realtor. Probably costs less than $125 to become a realtor. Takes some time. You have to do a 75-hour course online. So take that as you may of how much actual time you're going to be spending on it. Then you study for an easy test. You pay $8 for it. The course probably costs $99, and you're a realtor. Right? You just have to associate with a broker, and you're a realtor. So I encourage everybody to become a realtor for three reasons. First is access to the multiple listing service, the MLS, which is really the best way to comp out properties, right? The second best way is PropStream, but it's not as good as the MLS, especially now when they recently had this whole real glitch where they didn't get MLS data. Now they're back. It's going to take 6-7 months, 6 to 10 months, 6 to 12 months really for them to get enough data to get a good comp system out of PropStream, but it will be pretty good. Even then, it was never as good as multiple listing service. It's just almost as good. Maybe I would say 85% is good. Now it's probably like 50% is good. So that's number one. Number two is to list your own property. So even wholesale properties, you're completely allowed to list. You're just not allowed to represent that you own it. You have to make the listing as a contract vendee, which means I'm in contract. And certainly if you're going to wholesale a property, which means buy it, do very little work to it, and put it on the market, or if you're going to rehab a property, you're going to have to do a final listing with somebody. You want to be in control of that listing. It's very helpful. And third is because if you go on enough appointments, you're going to meet people who just want to list. So you want to take that listing and make some money on it. So I hear people say, oh, I refer it out. I don't know what these guys pay, 25% of the commission, whatever the hell it is. It's so easy to find a hungry young realtor today. You can give it to him and split it 60-40, 65-35 in your favor, and they'll do it in a second. So I would say it's foolish to think that you're not going to come into contact with people who should list. Now, question is, how much does it cost to be a realtor once you're actually a realtor? So it only costs, like I said, about $108 if you follow my plan, which is go to Groupon, type in NYS for New York State, 75-hour salesperson's course. You almost always have a $99 coupon for it. Then you pay $8 to take the test. That's all it should cost you. Once you are a realtor, it really depends what MLS you want to be part of. A lot of them are expensive. I know I have friends in Jersey that have to join like multiple MLSs. It was expensive. It could be a couple $1,000s a year. I'm only a member of LIBOR, right? And we, which is Long Island Board of Realtors, which is called Stratus. It's the shittiest MLS in the world by far. I challenge anyone to find me worse. I don't know about the world, in the country, right? I've seen 5 different MLSs in Florida. They were light years ahead of it. I've seen MLSs in Chicago, California, everywhere. Everybody's better than ours. But you get really the whole Long Island, the whole New York City, and all the way up north to the Hudson Valley. It's pretty good. But there are little niches, little stupid niches. So Staten Island and the Hamptons and little stupid places where they have their own MLS. A bunch of assholes. They don't want to join the other MLS, and you may have to pay for that too. So with my MLS, it's only like, I think it's $700 a year, maybe $800 a year. You got to pay fees to be a member of the Long Island Board of Realtors, and you have to pay a fee for the MLS. They're each like $300-$400 a year. Not that expensive. Other parts are more. Like I said, if you're in Jersey and you're doing multiple counties, each county has its own MLS. It's really ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. These guys, I mean, the LIBOR has like 100,000 members. They're paying them these $400 a year dues. It's insane. It's the most stupidest run system I've ever seen in my life. They should literally sell the building that they have, rent the place, fire half the staff, and they could drop the dues by 50%. But let's not even talk about that. And really, for what we're getting, the MLS we have is so bad, it's almost indescribable how bad it is, right? You can't even do a simple comp search. I mean, I'm looking at a property, I want to know what it's worth. It automatically gives me 30 months worth of data. I can't even put in that I want only data from 6 months ago. You want to look in a certain radius around it? No, you have to actually draw a diagram. I mean, it's crazy. Every other MLS has figured this out. How far back do you want to go? How far out do you want to go? I mean, those are simple things. They should do a quick comp search. Here, you have to hit 15 buttons to do to figure out what a property's worth. It's really insane. But that's not what we're talking about. So in New York City, all the way up to the Hudson Valley, all the way out to Long Island, without dealing with those stupid places like the Hamptons or Staten Island, you're talking about, $600 to $800 a year. That's what it costs. In other parts of the world, it's much more because you maybe have different you may be on a county line and you want to do both counties. You need to do both counties, and both of those counties may have their own MLS. You got to pay them the fee. So that's a bit of a pain in the ass. That's the only thing it costs. Now, let me say one more thing. That is if you join a realty company like mine that charges you nothing per month. Like when I started, I was at Charles Rutenberg. They charged a fee. I think it was $50 a month. If you join a company that charges you a monthly fee, a desk fee as they might call it, you may have to pay that fee, right? I don't advise you to do that. People say, oh, but they're going to give me training on this stuff. It's a lot of bullshit. You have to do this stuff on your own. But if you want to join my realty company, it is absolutely free, and I give you 100% of the commission minus a small fee per transaction. So a few $100, not a lot of money. So that's really what it costs. It doesn't cost a lot, right? It's cheap to become a realtor, and it's cheap to be a realtor. It's not that expensive in our area, right? Somebody wrote me a thing. What did this guy write me? He made me a comment, and then the comment was removed. So a lot of states have an MLS and a fee of around $1,500 to join and have access to the site. Is this the same in NYC? Well, Rob Bryson, I don't know why your comment didn't come up, but no, it's much less than that by us. So there's no real fee to join. I guess there's an annual fee. I think it's $300 and change, and then there's a fee of a $300 and change. Maybe it's $400 to be a member of you have to pay to be a member of the Long Island Board of Realtors, and you have to pay to have access to the MLS. That's what it costs. It's not that expensive. So that's why I feel like everyone should do it, right? If it was $18,000, I wouldn't tell people to do it. But it's not hard to become a realtor. It's not expensive, and it's not hard or expensive to stay a realtor. It's not a lot. So that's why I recommend everybody do it. And the 3 reasons I gave before sort of explain why. So I hope this was helpful. If you're interested in all the ways I can help you, go to howtoflipnewyork.com. If you are interested in finding out more about one-on-one coaching I offer, go to coaching.howtoflipnewyork.com. What else? You're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. You're watching on any media channel, please click the thumbs up. This has really helped a lot more people see my videos because a lot more of you have been liking it and clicking like. And that just works in the way Facebook, YouTube, everybody's algorithm works. The more people like it, the more it gets shown to. So I thank you all for liking. And please keep the comments coming. I post 5 times a week. Very often I don't know what the hell to talk about. This came from a comment. I wish I could respond, but I can't. I try to respond to all comments within a day or two. You can ask a question about anything. Does not have to be about the video you're watching. It can be about anything. If it's a simple answer, I will just reply with an answer. If it's something that I've covered before recently, I'll send you links to a video or videos on it. And if it's something new, I will do a brand new video on it. So thank you very, very much for watching. I really, really appreciate it.